So before I proceed, I need to thank George and the team from Terahad's Sinjan Barat, who has made this platform available for every one of you and to me as well, so that we all are on a common platform. As you see the road, we all need to be in the same road. That is when you will be able to pick, move, and then start improvising yourself, so that when you go along in your journey, you will definitely elevate and become better. But just imagine this road, what you see in the photograph here. If you're in another road, what happens? You will be there, but seeing what is happening here, it doesn't work. So you need to merge yourself in this situation wherein your mind, body, and soul to be here from the next 45 minutes to 1 hour, so that you pick up what you need. You're not here by accident. You are meant to be here. You are here. So what you do, please pick up all the information, what we see, write it down, keep that knowledge and use it as you're walking through in your journey. Now, definitely you all need to keep your body, mind, and soul all integrated together in a holistic manner, so that you are able to move forward in your journey. And especially if you're talking about health, health is basically the body being physically fit, mentally fit. Of course, there are a lot of other fitness which is all important, but at the end of the day, the fitness and optimization of your situation plays a very, very important role. Now, this is where Golden Hands is my company, wherein I work at the cellular level and then try to help people who come to me in the form of changing their whatever required cellular situation and then moving forward. So in that way, water plays such a beautiful role, and water is an important integral part of our body. But before we go into the exact picture of water, what do we need to do is you need to optimize your health. It begins number one. If you do not have a discipline in your life, let me tell you, you can go to the best masters in the world, but you will never learn anything. So the discipline has to start from you. Now, when I say discipline, what does it mean? You need to have a proper protocol for your journey. For example, if there is an information that on the Saturday morning you have a webinar wherein the Taraj is conducting, and Dr. Prabhu, Dr. Gunn, or anybody, it doesn't matter. Okay, the discipline is you need to prepare yourself that you need to come and join this particular program. Now, when you're going to come and join your particular program, you should decide whether you're going to come on a mobile phone, your laptop, your mobile data, your Wi-Fi connectivity. You see to that proper charging has been already there. All this has to come down very well in advance. Do not come in and then start looking for solutions. No. So that means when you have to have a discipline, you need to have a protocol. Now, very important, you should know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you definitely will not pick up when you are in that particular platform. Now, here is basically health related and related to water. So you should always feel, how can I pick up more information about my health? How can I pick up more information about the water? These are the two very simple information which we are sharing, right? So you should also know that what exactly do you want. Now, you should plan the goal and work towards it. Plan the goal means, if at all we are talking about health, what do we need? How healthy do you want to be? It could be your overweight, it could be your diseases, it could be some aches and pains unexplained. It doesn't matter. You need to have a proper goal. Now, if you want to have a goal and you have to work towards it, as I told you previously, you need to plan. Now, planning happens and then the information will automatically come into you the moment you're ready for it. You know, it's always told that when the student is ready, the teacher comes to the student. It is automatic, actually. It is, I'm experiencing, so I think you all also will have the same thing. Your wish will be fulfilled provided you know what you want. Okay. Now, other than that, the fourth important thing, you need to have persistence. You cannot give excuses, and many of us will have 101 excuses to just avoid that situation. But let me tell you, persistence plays such a very, very important role. Now, today being the 14th session which I am sharing with you. If I am not persistent, if I go on changing every week, telling Angie, this week I cannot do law, I'm going to change it on Wednesday, I'm going to change it on Thursday. Sorry, you all will get confused. You will think when this doctor is going to come, we ourselves don't know. So in that way, persistence. So I am persistence in my journey, that I am here. I'm going to give you what you all deserve to be picked. I am here to give you. So persistence plays a very important role. So you need to have a proper persistence role in your health journey, be it eating habits, be it your exercise, be it your mental makeup, be it your mind control. You need to have persistence. Okay. Now, while on the path, if changes happen, please be prepared. For example, I give you today, 10 o'clock, we are supposed to have the seminar. Suddenly, due to some emergency, something happens, and today it gets cancelled. Now, what you need to do? Okay, fine, you came in at 10 o'clock, it got cancelled, so what? You should get into the next mode of action. What do you need to do? Utilize the next 1 hour or whatever you want to do. Please go and do it. It doesn't matter. But people out there will be going on blaming, I left my job and I came here, and then ultimately these people cancel. It doesn't work that way. So you need to be prepared for the change on the way. In the same way, for example, in the past 2 3 days, I was in a situation where you go to a particular shop for a particular product. I was not getting it for more than a week. So what happened? I had to make alternative situation wherein I went and start preparing. Without that, what do I do? So you need to be prepared for the change. If it's not available, what next? You're looking for a grab taxi, suddenly there is no grabs available. What is the next option you have? Either you call your friend. There are a lot of other options, so look for other options. So you need to have plan A, plan B. Now, walk the path holistically. This is very, very important. Now, health doesn't just come with either drinking water, eating the right food. It doesn't happen with one or two situations. So you need to plan in such a way that everything is combined, and it is for you to understand that you are creating that holistic approach. It's not the outside world, it is you who are creating the holistic approach. So please be prepared to pick all the information, put it inside, and start walking in it. This is what you need to do. Now, take necessary help from respective experts. Now, this is another beautiful area. Now, if you feel your friend is an expert in a particular field, as Angie has been always displaying the videos on the from the YouTube regarding the terahas. There are lots of videos, but what is really necessary for you, just go pick up. You don't need to get all the information from the world and then get confused. Do not do that. Just go pick what you want, what exactly is you want. So there are experts available. Please go and pick the respective information from them. Now, other than that, a minimum of 21 days practice is a very, very important role. You need to practice 21 days. For example, you want to become a vegetarian, just practice being a vegetarian for 21 days. Now, imagine you want to probably eat a healthy food for 21 days. Start practicing, start practicing. Automatically, what will happen? From the 21 days, it becomes an impression in your brain, wherein your brain start executing such opportunities, so that everything starts falling in place, and then you start moving forward into the good health program. Now, for today, the secret I'm going to give you is golden hands, our switch words, which will be written, which you all have to write it down every day for the next 21 days. This is going to be my sharing, and for you all in 21 days, every one of you will definitely feel the change, get the change, and after 21 days, you will tell me, Doc, I'm seeing this changes. So this is an amazing tool for you, and I am using it, and all my patients, I make them see to that they write these golden switch words, and it does help, and it does work amazingly better than your affirmation words, which you all are probably using it. Now, when I say good health, what happens? Can you just hold on to one thing? No way. Here you can see you have spiritual conditioning, wherein your hobby plays an important role, your love life, your good mood. Then when you come to medicines also, there are situations where you need to go to the doctor. You cannot avoid it. So we need to have a proper medical expert, so that you get the right guidance. then proper food in that, your water comes in, your vegetables, and of course consumption of alcohol. Your genetic plays such a very, very important role. If your genetic has whatever the disease your parents have given it to you, it's still okay, don't worry. What I would say is, I'm an expert in this epigenetic, which you see here as epigene. Now if we can correct these epigenetic factors, let me tell you, your genetic, whatever diseases you have, we can prevent them manifesting to you in the form of a disease. We can do that. This is what in the past 15 years in the European country, and Germany has been one of the countries wherein they have come out with the hair profiling, the hair analysis, the hair root analysis. Now they came out and they picked up the factors, and we are able to, I am able to, I have not one or two, I have so many cases where I have stopped insulin, wherein these beautiful souls are right now on a minimal tablet, good health. And there are cardiac cases wherein the people who couldn't climb the stairs, today they are doing very good. I didn't do any miracles. What I have done is, I've just done the epigenetic correction for them. I'm only it's like an interpreter. I am just being a instrument for these beautiful souls. They trusted me, and I've done my full whatever necessary for them, so that they are able to move forward. So epigenetic plays a very important role. The future 100% will be epigenetic, and every one of you in the next 5 to 10 years will be going into a department where it is called epigenetics. Now, other than that, your physical state, it's very, very important. Such of those who are all smoking, please, my humble request to you is, you have to stop smoking, because whether you like it or not, the pollution outside because of industrialization and the vehicular pollution, which is unavoidable, it's out there. Now, why are you having a cigarette in your hand, not only polluting your inner system, and then ultimately polluting outside? And especially, this is what I normally tell people who come to my clinic, is what I tell them: number one, okay, you want to smoke, fantastic, no problem, but do it in your bedroom. That is it. That is my rule to them. You want to smoke, please smoke in your bedroom. I have no problem, because it's your bedroom, and anything happens to you, I'm not bothered. But why do you have to smoke outside in a public, and then screw up the whole atmosphere, which is already polluted? And then finally, just imagine children outside. Why are you being a contributor for this situation? You should not. If at all you think that the public and the other people are okay with you by smoking and creating a polluted atmosphere, do it in your home. Let your children get infected. What will happen? For that, you are not ready for it, right? At home, you will never smoke, for the reason that you will feel you want to have a safe zone for your wife and your children. Please, you should have the same attitude for the other human beings as well. We are also, you're part of you, so we also want a little bit of good air. So what you need to do is, please cut down your smoking and do stop smoking. There is no alternative for you to even move forward. You have to stop, because on, forget about the environmental pollution and all. Do you know how much of poisoning you're doing to your own self? Do you know how much of toxins in one cigarette, and then how much of your body? In fact, if your body can speak to you, the body will tell you, sir, why are you doing this? Especially the kidneys. You might be drinking terrace water, but still with the smoking, what will happen? It goes and blocks all your glomeruli, which is a filtrate. Now, if the filtration system is blocked, how your kidneys is going to filter all the, your blood, and then take back all the nutrients to your blood? How is it going to do? It will not. Now, it will not speak to you. Just imagine, your kidney will never speak to you until it gets 90% totally gone. Only after 90% it is totally damaged. That is when you suddenly see your doctor test, and your uric acid will be high, your blood urea will be high, creatinine will be high. Doctor will tell you, sorry sir, your kidneys are probably not functioning, your creatinine very high. What do we do? Dialysis. Now, do you think dialysis is such a beautiful experience? Try once and see. When you put the needle, and then for 3 hours, can you believe, God gave you 24 hours. In that 3 hours, you're going and sitting there, and then doing what? Just for the dialysis. And it's not easy. It's such a painful situation, and it's absolutely not a right situation. But what I say is, it's okay if at all you are already existing. Let's work on a situation. How do we help our body? It's like You are having that body now, you have no choice. We need to help your body. So let's all contribute to this whole universe. To become healthy, you need to have a multiple pronged approach, wherein if one fails, the other takes over. So it's like plan A, plan B, plan C. But holistically, when you come in, everything starts playing. Now here in the environmental, there is something called fresh air, right? Now, how many of you all have uh, air filtration system in your bedroom? Because in your bedroom, definitely you sleep for a minimum of 6 hours. That's a little longer. Can you believe, when you are sleeping, there's a lot of rejuvenation process happening in your body. For that process to happen, you need to have a proper oxygenation. For that, what you need to do, whether you like it or not, please invest in a good air filtration system in your bedroom so that you get clean air. If possible, do keep plants indoor, especially in your bedroom, and do not use your mobile phones charging, and as well as using a Wi-Fi when you're sleeping. Switch it off. It's okay. Nothing is going to happen in the 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Unless an emergency, if something is going to happen, someone is going to call, you give them one particular telephone number, let them call in that particular. But otherwise, please switch it off. Let's follow a proper protocol. As I am telling you, protocol. You need to do this. If you don't do this, what your children will do, they will also going on practicing the same wrong steps, and at the end of the day, when they are 40, 50 years, they will start getting diseases. So let's change. We need to work in a way. We need to become much more healthier. Now when you see this, of course, it's not just one thing. Everything plays a very, very important role for you to be healthy. So what we need to do in your journey, whatever comes into you, you start picking up. In that way, if you're looking at, there is one word here, your peace. Now where is peace? Peace is something which is created from inside. It's not from outside. A peace begins within you. Now what you need to do is, let me tell you, peace is something which you need to create. As I told you, when you look at the animals, which are much lesser in intelligence compared to a human being, they live in peace, but we live in pieces. Why? We all are totally in our own illusionary way of living, and then not only we lose peace within ourselves, we create a peaceless atmosphere around us, and then we expect peace to come in from somewhere else. And there are beautiful organizations out there, they are talking about peace. You think the world can come to peace just because these guys are coming and talking about peace? There are a lot of forums talking about peace. It will not happen. The reason is, it's individually. You need to start. Let's start. It's okay. Don't bother about the outside peace. You start your peaceful situation. When you're at peace, the most beautiful benefit, your cells become happy. Your cells will start functioning in an optimized manner. Then when the cells are happy, automatically their metabolism is appropriate. Automatically healing will happen. See, when you're in peace, let me tell you, the healing process, it's an automatic. So you need to create that peace within you, so that you give an opportunity for your body to heal. Right? Now, this is where the switch word I'm going to give. So very simple principle is, if possible, you need to get up between 4 to 5 a.m. to get the best out of your healing practices, which you need to work for it. Otherwise, nothing is easy. Please don't ask me, Doc, what can I do? Can I do it or write it in the evening? Can I try write it at night time? Please, single, one shot, get up in the morning, 4 to 5 a.m., write this. That's it. You want healing, you want good health, write it. Now, you can write it on a full scape white paper. You can use a book as well. It doesn't matter. Okay. What you need to do, the words I'm going to give you today, you have to write it a minimum of 7 times once, and then close your eyes and visualize that particular situation of good health in you. For example, it can be your kidneys. You are having a kidney issues. So what you need to write, I'm going to give you the specific thing. Once you write down that, visualize your kidney that it is getting healed, and then there are a lot of positive things happening, and it is returning back to normal. So just visualize, and once again rewrite. You can go up to 21 times, 48 times, or 108 times. But if you can write it 108 times, let me tell you, every day for the next 21 days, you shall see an amazing changes in your body. If you really want go and get your blood checked. It can be for your sugar level, it doesn't matter. Check on day one, practice this for 21 days, check your 21st day your blood sugar. Things will be much better, because you're making your body to work towards healing. This is what you're doing. Okay, now after every time, every 7 times, visualize it. Now in your free time you can chant this. It's not only writing down, you do can chant the same sentences or the switch word as many times as possible. What happens? Everything will start falling. This is something very unique. It's much powerful than just writing an affirmation. The reason is, when I'm going to the next slide, I'm going to now just see this. This is a two switch words I'm going to give, and on the right side what you see is A4 size, which I am doing it every day morning. I write it, but of course I have for finances, I have for good health, I have for prosperity, I have for reducing your weight. There are a lot of switch words available, and I am giving it to all my patients depending on their requirement. So now for you all in general, what you need to do is write the word golden sunrise, thanks, change. That's it. Now, if you read the sentence, there is no meaning in it, right? You don't find any meaning, but the beauty is your subconscious picks up the signals, what you're telling, it changes. Now, this is health related, okay? So, golden sunrise, thanks, change. Write it 7 times. Visualize your good health, then once again rewrite the next 7 times. So you can go up to 28 times, 48 and 108 times. You have to write it down, okay, as you see on the A4 size. Then the second one, what you can do is you can write golden sunrise, thanks, change 7 times. The next line, what you can do is you can write this one: find divine order B. That's it. Find divine order B. Write it 7 times. Visualize your good health. Okay. Once again, rewrite golden sunrise, thanks, change 7 times. So what you need to do is the whole page, if you can fill it up with these two for the next 21 days, definitely you shall see some amazing changes. I am seeing, my patients are seeing, and you will see the changes. So start looking at, so whenever necessary, I will start introducing this beautiful switch words to you all. I will give you, and such of those, if you're all really keen into a financial other things, I will definitely share it, but provided you all get back to me through my either WhatsApp, or you can email me, I will definitely help you. So please start writing the switch words, golden hands switch words, so that you can heal yourself. This is one of the techniques for you to get into the healing. Now, coming back to our medical line, definitely we need to get into understanding our bodies. Now, can you see there are 9 different steps on this photograph? What you see, it starts from an atom and then it goes as a full body. But what you and most of the human being know is at the organ level, that is number 7, 8, and 9 is what you all see. Because most of the time in our allopathy practice, we do our blood test, CT scan, or whatever we do, it's all from this level. So your knowledge also is the same. Now there is one beautiful saying: what the mind does not know, the eyes does not see. I repeat, what the mind does not know, the eyes does not see. Now, for example, what the mind does not know. Now, whatever information I am sharing, if it is a new one, that means you didn't know before it. Okay. Now, the moment you pick the information, what happens? You will see the same situation. Now, I'll just give you an example. Now, one of you just decided that you want to buy a Honda City car. You just decided, huh? Now, what happens? You just go to the showroom and then you see the cars and you choose the car color, and then probably you pay the advance, and then the company says, okay, come back. We will give the vehicle in 2 months' time. Now you come back home. You already paid the advance, and then you fix the Honda City. Now I guarantee you, and I tell you, let me share this. What will happen is, in the next 2 months, until you get the car on the road, you will see every other car will be your Honda City only. Every other car will be Honda City only. Why? Because you get connected to that. So what happens? The universe will show you the what, and you will be sharing this. Hey, every time I go to the parking also, I see one Honda City car. You just go on the road, one Honda City car will be overtaking you. Now, why is that? Do you mean to say that Honda City car is just for you? It is coming down? No. The moment you visualize what you want, it starts coming to you. So the same way, when you are looking at good health, you should first get the information. Your mind should pick up the information. If your mind picks up the information, then automatically your body will respond to it and start collecting those information for your good health. It can be for diabetes, it doesn't matter, but your own inner beautiful temple will pick up all the information and give you. It will connect you to the right doctors. It's not only me, in the whole world there will be thousands of doctors. You will get connected to the person whom you are supposed to pick the information. Now, if you want good health, I put the arrow, it should start at the cellular level. Now, once you master this cellular health, let me tell you, if you master the cellular health, we can go back. That means you put a reverse gear and get back to the atom. What you see is an atom here. You can go to that level and start working so that your whole system is beautifully charged in full of energy. You think of that, it'll happen. Why? Because it's all in the energy form. We are all energy beings here. So you need to get into that atom level. So every atom in your body, if it becomes so powerful and light, it will emit the same vibration, and you will become so physically fit, mentally fit, socially fit, and even financially. Everything comes in best fitness once your atom becomes so positively charged, and you should become that. So, but right now, let's all start at the cellular level. This is the first step you all need to do. So start working at the cellular level, write your switch words, and start moving forward. Now, as I told you, in our health, water plays a very, very important role. And if water is an important tool for our journey of existence, what we need to do, we need to consume the water. There's no alternative. We have to consume water. Now, there are a lot of people when they come to me in my clinic, what they will say is, are you drinking sufficient of water? They will say, doc, I drink green tea, I drink coffee, I drink this tea, that tea, all different teas. They think that everything they drink is as equivalent to as water. No, water is water, that's it. Now, if your body requires a minimum of 2 liters of water, you better drink 2 liters of water. Do not put in your tea, do not put in your coffee, everything, because everything has its own ingredient, right? But if you're drinking water, it gives the basis for your healing, it gives the basis for your existence. Very important. All right. Now, without coffee, you still can live. Without tea, you can still live. But without water, you cannot live. So you need to have. Now, the functions, I repeat every time, it carries nutrients, it carries oxygen, it regulates your body temperature, everything, right? Now, water flushes out toxins. This is a very, very important role. If at all you're talking about cellular health, the first thing you need to do is remove the toxin and throw it out. This is what you need to do. Now, the same thing, if you just imagine yourself, your home, and you have a dustbin. You need to clear the dustbin every day without fail, so that your house or a home doesn't stink from the degeneration of the toxic whatever you're thrown out there. You need to throw it out, right? Now, in the same way, in your body, how much of toxin do you have? Have you ever checked your toxins? Have you ever seen, or have you ever known that there are toxins inside your body which is actually preventing you going into a good health? So everybody wants to get cured of diabetes, blood pressure, heart issues. Everybody wants it. I totally fantastic. I am with you. But without removing the toxin, how are you going to even move forward? So you need to throw them out. Everything plays such an important role, and especially removal of toxins. So here, water does that job. When water can do that job, what's your problem in drinking the water? You need to just drink water. That's it. Now, for you to drink water, there are certain little criteria which you need to probably look into it. Now, for that, what you need to do is, because I had to put this slide for the only reason is, many of the people out there who are all drinking terahertz water, they are thinking that just by drinking the water, they should be able to heal themselves fully from either a cancer or any major illnesses and finally become healthy. Yes, when you look at maybe 100 people are drinking terahertz water, 2 or 3 people or maybe 4 people, fantastically diabetes reversed and they have much better. Yes, it can happen. I don't deny that. But out there, many of them are also feeling some situations wherein it is a challenging situation. They are drinking the water, but nothing much is happening. So what does it mean? Your body looks beyond its necessity. We need to help the body. That's it. Your body is telling, look beyond water. Now, why I do say that is, Today the world is fully polluted, poison. Now, just drinking water, you think the water will clean everything, is it? Very simple example I'll give you is you just have your food and then you just go wash your hand in the water. You think after eating an oily food, when you wash your hands, it becomes clean? No, right? You have to use a soap. Now, externally, you can use a soap. The same food you eat inside your body, when you take consume it inside, how the body is going to remove all the oil and then clean your whatever food you're eating? Just take all the vitamins, is it? So now, can you understand that when you're eating a very very oily fried food, the body goes through such a difficult situation. It's a pain for your body, and the body will be brooding over saying, why this man is eating like this? I have to remove all the oil and then only take the vitamins and minerals and then give it to you. And this man sitting comfortably in one place, sitting in a place for 8 hours, and then he expects me to do everything. And at the end of the day, no exercise, and he doesn't do any drink water as well. And then at the end of the day, he expects me to be healthy. And then when disease comes, he jumps around telling the whole world, I have the disease, I want to get cured. It doesn't work. Your body is so beautiful. Please understand your body, listen to your body, and do what it is necessary. Of course, I do go with you. If you say, wow, it's so tasty here, this oily fry, yes, I agree, once in a while, no problem, but do not make it as a everyday affair and put your body into a problem wherein when it goes into a problem, to bring it back to normal is not easy. If at all you want to know how difficult it is, just ask a person who is going to dialysis regularly. Just ask that person. You will understand that it is not easy. We don't need to get into that. So please change the way you are handling your life in your day to day. Now, you need to understand that everything comes back to cellular level, right? Cellular level is what I'm talking about. In cellular level, how much of water you need to have? You need to have 25 liters of water for the whole 50 trillion cells of your body. Collectively, little drops of water is necessary for every cell. Now, if the 25 liters of water starts going down because you're not drinking sufficient amount of water, what will happen? If the water is around 15 liters in the cells, what will happen? Definitely the cell will say, sorry sir, I don't think I can work for you. Whatever metabolism I need to do, I'll try to do, but if not possible, either I will die, or I will create another disease called cancer, or I will create another disease, some granulomatous diseases which you may not even know. By the time I show it to you, the doctors, it is very late, and the doctor, once it is late only, they will be able to see you. Now, why should we create that situation for your body to create something and you're responsible for it? It is not outside, it is you who are responsible for it. I'm just talking only about water being less. Okay, now please understand this concept that your cell requires everything in a balanced situation. So hydration plays a very very important role for you to move forward. Other than hydration, some people, if you drink less water, under hydration, it's also called dehydration. Dehydration leads to not one problem, there are a lot of problems. If you want to try, stop drinking water for some time, maybe 12 to 14 hours. Don't drink water and see how your urine will be. It will start burning. Now, what does it? Your body tells you, sir, you have drank less of water, so I'm going to give you this. Either in the, you can take it as a punishment. Okay, fine. This is a punishment I give you. Let your urine burn. That's it. What will happen? You immediately run to the doctor. If it is just burning the urine, it's still okay. If you see blood in the urine, what will happen? You will immediately call the doctor. My urine, I can see some red color and all. You get tensed up, right? Why? The moment blood comes in your urine, what you will think? The first thing mind coming into your situation will be cancer. Is there anything major wrong? Yes. Your body will teach you. Nobody in the world has to teach you lessons. Your own body will teach you the lesson what you need to learn. So you better buck up and then see to your body what it speaks to you. Very very beautiful. But at the same time, the body is so beautiful. It will do everything for you, provided you blend yourself hand in hand with your body. Your body will tell you, I don't want this, means you better don't eat that. Your body will tell you, means you will come to a gut feeling, hey, I don't want to eat this. Just don't eat. Don't push your food into your mouth just because you want to eat. Do not do that. So in that way, hydration plays such a very, very important. In the same way, you cannot overhydrate as well. You cannot say, I want to do everything one shot. So gulp it up one shot and then see that next few days you don't do it. So you should everything in moderation. Practice that. Now, dehydration, You know very well, less of water, overhydration, more of water in your body. Both definitely has a problem. Both has a problem. No excuses in that. Now, what are the types of water available in the market out there? You can see a tap water, the most polluted. In fact, if you see in our Malaysian thing, what I see is it will be brown tea colored, it's a brownish color. In fact, my filtration system, what I have put in my home, every week without fail, if I don't do a backwash, it's a membrane filter, my backwash will be thick, dark brown in color. Now just imagine I don't put the filter and the filter, the water comes inside. All my clothing and all the water what you drink, all will be totally poisoned water. Heavy metals, especially iron, very, very high because all the rusted your tap tubes, definitely that is coming into you. So you have to invest very, very important, a little money for providing a external outside filter so that at least you get some little better water inside, but inside your home also you need to put a filtration system so that at the end of the day you have a reasonably potable water, drinkable water. Now other than your tap water, of course, spring water, your well water, your oasis, your ionized water, your river water, distilled water, reverse osmosis water, structured water is another fashion today. Everybody talks about structured water. In that way we have the Schumann's energy water, emirate water, and at the end I have put our terahertz water. This is also one of the water uh, available right now, and Malaysia feels proud in letting know the world that we brought this particular beautiful instrument and we brought this beautiful technology down to Malaysia, and from here now it's going to the whole world, wherein you can buy the instrument and then resonate the water. It does become a very, very with good properties, and when you consume this there are a lot of good benefits you get. So in that way, other than the terrace, I already showed you all the different 9 to 10 different waters available. Now please do not go on asking me, doctor, which is the best. It is up to you individually. If this is what has come to you, better go for it. There might be people out there in the group who are all having a emirate system or Schumann's water, reverse osmosis water, or ionized. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But see how you can combine, complement the existing situation. If, for example, you are drinking an ideal water, which hydration happens in your body without using terahertz water, let me tell you, please continue that. Do not even look into terahertz water. It doesn't need, you don't need to also. But if the hydration doesn't take place and your health has not improved by drinking whatever water as of today, give it a try. Why not? Give Terahaza water a try. If it is going to help you, please continue, please move forward. But at the same time, there might be situations where you might face a little challenges while drinking this water. Maybe some aches and pains go above. Maybe some people have a little bit of breathing. All these can happen into 2% of the world population, which we won't know why it is happening because we don't examine them. See, I as a doctor, without even examining, I won't be able to give solutions for a person suddenly calling over the phone and asking me, doc, I have this problem, I'm drinking this water. Means, how am I going to help this person? Because I have not examined them. Only when I examine them, I will exactly know what could be the probable causes for this situation and what are the solution. See, at the end of the day, we still need to go into a solution. How do we get the best out of whatever you are drinking? Now, what is an ideal drinking water? Number one, your ideal drinking water pH, very important. The one which you're drinking water, pH must be between 7.4 to 8. It's still good enough. Now, there are people out there claiming that, okay, doctor, I'm drinking 9.5 pH, 10 pH. It doesn't matter. Whatever pH you're drinking, if you're eating an acidic food, maybe when you drink alkaline water, it will balance a little bit. But finally, let me tell you, your body is intelligent. It will bring back the pH back to 7.4 to 8, whether you like it or not. So what is happening is, of course, when your body is acidic, what happens? Definitely, there is a situation, there are a lot of diseases out there which will start cropping up. Now, you're only looking at the disease part and you're starting looking at a solution, but you should understand that the situation is created by you only. How the acidic situation came in, it's all your food habits. If you're eating non-vegetarian left and right every day, morning until night, 3 times, 4 times, and then oily food every day, 3 times, 4 times, and you're buying the 2 ringgit 50 cents oil, and then you're boiling everything, you're frying everything in that and eating that, what kind of oxidation happens in your oil? You know how much painful it is for your body. Everything becomes acidic. Now, once acidic, and suddenly one friend will come and say, hey, you drink this alkaline water, your disease, all this. Let me tell you, sorry, it doesn't work that way. Your acidic body, it will take some time. By the time you need to, as I told you, there are steps of road to health. You need to work on that. So what happens? Take time, no problem. You have an acidic body, don't worry. Start working on it step by step, and then move forward. And do not think that just because someone came and told you that alkaline water is going to heal you, everything will heal. No, it doesn't work that way. But it can be a tool for you to move forward. Number two, can you see the TDS? It's a total dissolved solvent. If it is between 50 to 200, it is acceptable to drink the water. No issues. Okay. Now, if it is WHO accepts up to 500, no problem. You can go. But I would say do not go above 200. Now, you all can buy the simple pH meter from online. Very simple. 15, 20 ringgits only you pay. You will get a pH meter. Then buy a TDS meter and the ORP. Actually, all the three together also is available, which will probably cost you around 80 to 100 ringgit. Just procure one and keep it in your home. You can check on your own what is your TDS, what is your ORP. Now, TDS, if it is more than 500, then it is not good for your body, because there are too much of dissolved. It can be heavy metals, it can be toxic metals, it can be chemicals inside the water. So what happens? Little drop of rain make a mighty ocean. So same way, little of this poison over a period of time will create a more problem for you. So that is where the TDS plays a very important role. If it is between 50 to 200, it's still okay. But you cannot have a zero TDS water. This is where you need to be a little careful. If your water has got zero TDS, that means it's just a bland water and no nutrients is there. But in reality, your water needs to have a minimum of 50 to 80 minerals, micronutrients in the water. If it is there, it's good for you. We need to have that. So that means to say you can add up to the, if it is by chance, okay, your water system is so good that it removes all your nutrients, it's still okay. What you need to do is add up a little bit of micronutrients in the form of drops. It's available. You can add bamboo salt 6 burn or night burn a little bit, so that you give your body a chance with all the micronutrients. That's what is TDS all about. Then coming to the ORPs. Now, there is always a free radical damage happening in your body, whether you like it or not. It's every second it is happening. So what happens? You need to give a antioxidant to the body, so that it is like, someone is coming and stealing your oxygen every day. If 100 people are coming and stealing your oxygen every day, and you have probably 1,000 oxygen molecules in your body. Now 100 people are coming and stealing your oxygen. 100 is less, it's still okay. Remaining 900 oxygen can do something for your body. Now a situation will come, there will be this 100 people who already came and stole the oxygen from you. They will go tell everybody, hey, this fellow is okay, you can come, we can steal some more oxygen from him. So what happens? Another group of people will come. Just imagine if your body is around 700 people coming and picking up the oxygen from you and going. You have only 300 oxygen molecules in your body. You think your body can function? This is when it's called free radical damage. Now when the free radical damage is happening in you, this is when your diseases starts happening. Now cancer grows in an anaerobic situation. Anaerobic means no oxygen. They don't need oxygen, they will multiply like no man's business. It's all a hooligans, thugs, thugs, team of people. They will be very happy doing what. Now you're trying to go on. Now my question is, when the 100 people were removing the oxygen itself, you should have become alert and then start supplying your body with a 200 oxygen, so that even the 100 people come in, you should throw them out and then balance it up. So this is where ORP plays a very important role. And water has, if it has got a ORP of minus, it's minus, not plus. If it is minus, Definitely it is good because it will give you one oxygen molecule. By chance, if one person comes and steals your one oxygen, if this can give 10 oxygen molecules, your body is still happy one because it can balance. So ORP plays a very important role in oxidation reduction potential, that in turn will give you healthy situation. Now your water must be clean, free from bacteria, viruses and parasites. Very important. E. coli is a very common situation where it goes inside your body. It creates a lot of problem in your gut. And the good news is terahertz water can kill this bacteria, especially the E. coli, 89%. And the company has done all the whatever testing has to be done, and it has given a certification. So it is good for you that when you drink this water, all the bad guys will die. Now, just a little information. When there is a tsunami, what will happen is you just imagine that there are a lot of bad people around, and then the tsunami comes and washes them out. It's still just an example I'm giving you. I'm not telling everybody the bad people, just an example. Now, there are good people also during that in that particular place of where tsunami is going to happen. So do you think the tsunami will come down and say, oh, this person is very good, so I'm not going to do anything for this fellow. I'm not going to damage anything. No, right? It will just clean up. Same way, terahertz water also can sometimes clean up the good things like your potassium, sodium. You just wash it up. It can do that. So you need to understand your body that if it is little washing up, what you need to do, please additionally give your body a little bit of all these nutrients so that your body doesn't feel that that has been lost. Okay, so in that way, your water should be clean, free from all that. Now, it should not contain heavy metals, chemicals, and pesticides. This is also very important. Now, when you have a water with all these qualities, and when you terahertz this kind of water, let me tell you, you are doing the best. It is the best. Now, when you terahertz a water, it can be your ionized water, but ultimately your water quality in a glass which you're going to terahertz is so clean with all the good properties, and then you put your machine, terahertz machine, and when you terahertz it, what will happen? The efficacy of this goodness becomes super goodness. Now, when it is super goodness, definitely the benefits are many. So, to utilize the benefits of this particular terahertz system, you need to have a proper filtration system that in turn will take you to the next level of good health. All right. Now, this is one. Finally, we have come to a situation where we are going to talk about terahertz. Of course, terahertz is a very new technology, as Angie has already in the initial stages showed everything. It is a new technology, but let me tell you, maybe you and I think that it is a new technology, but this has been there in the universe for a very long time. We as human beings only realize that there is something like this, nothing else. We have only realized, and some beautiful soul picked up this and then started working on it, and then they are trying to give the goodness of this particular terahertz wave. So that's how what happened. China and the terahertz Indian Bharat picked up this information of terahertz and then started using it for water. Of course, can you believe if at all you want to do a research and then start working on it? I will just give you an example. Now, you want to just check the ORP of water, your water. Huh? You think just by checking your having the machine of ORP, you will be able to get the ORP machine? Yes, fine. But what will happen? You will start looking at, hey, my neighbor's water, I need to check. So what you do, you'll go and check the neighbor's water. What is the ORP there? Suddenly, that friend, he will go and recommend another person. This person has this instrument, can you check? Now, what will happen? Over a period of 3 to 4 months, you will be checking your ORP with so many people. You have already spent 3 months, spending. Can you imagine if the company has to bring out this instrument to be given it to the people and the public? Do you know how much of research work the company has to do before even marketing it? Do you know how much of groundwork these people have to do? The company has done the groundwork. The company has done all the. Just imagine you want to do a testing. Let me tell you, just you want a serum certification. Do you know what is a protocol? You do know how many certification you should go and give these people to just certify that it is serum certified? Just certification. Now imagine Terrats India and Bharat, the company in China has been manufacturing this. So what kind of struggle they would have gone through to bring out this instrument? They have done everything. Now what is your problem and my problem? The instrument is already there. What we need to do, can we pick up the good information, collect all the good information. Once you pick the information, see how to implement. The road to health is your road, nobody else's road, it is your road. So what you need to do, see what are the good benefits available. Start start checking it. You need to check it out. Once when you're checking it, if it is balanced and suitable for you, go with it. Always give a body an opportunity to go slowly. So terahertz technology is new, but in the universe it's a old technology. We didn't know it, we picked it up. So what do? We are using it for water. There are a lot of other benefits and uses. We are not going to go into detail. Company made it very simple. They brought a jug, they brought the instrument and made it so easy that with a portable power bank, you can just use the current, and so that it emits that resonation of 0.96 terahertz is resonate to the water. Now very important I want to share here is the device will emit 0.96 terahertz. This is an average between 0.6 to 1.4 terahertz. But when you go on repeatedly exposing, this is all testing which the company has done. When they have tested around 10 times the same, what they found was 0.96 was an ideal mid-range wherein it has been emitting regularly at that frequency. 0.96 was resonated and emitting out of that particular device. Now the moment it comes touches the water, what happens? Now what you need to understand is probably it is just a filtered water from outside. What will happen? The hertz which at which it is functioning is probably 100, 120, 90 or 70. We do not know. Now what happens? What you need to understand is the moment you resonate with our terahertz device, it takes the whole water hertz to 7.6. What water was 100 or 120, when you resonate it, it goes to 7.6. Now 7.6 in the world, it is the smallest frequency right now available in the market, emitted by any other device. Okay, now terahertz is doing that job. Now when it can do the job with the 3.5 liters jug, and then it can be used for the benefit of our health, why not? So you need to understand that this is a terahertz resonated water. Now we have all the certification the company has already given. They have made sure that we get all this. And I think these and all, probably you can get more information from the person who introduced you, or you can get in touch with the company and they can be able to give you more information. Now when you terahertz the water, resonate the water. Now, actually, what we are talking is we are exposing the water to terahertz. That's it, right? Now, of course, we can call it as terahertz resonated water, correct? Now, when the terahertz resonated water, what are the properties it can have? These are the 10 beautiful properties. Number one, it is antibacterial. These are all company has given the certification. Antiviral, antifungal, antioxidant, anti-radiation. And the beauty of this water is it's very slimy, minus 680, which is the lowest viscosity in the market for any water. It's the lowest viscosity. Now lower the viscosity, what happens? It's more slimy, more easier. So when you're drinking this water, what happens? Your cells is much more easy to float inside that situation and then move forward. So it becomes very slippery, moves in and moves out. It's much more, and it can carry the nutrients much more easily. So when hydration is good, that means it can carry and do the respective job of the cell with the right time at the right place and get the right benefit. This is what will happen. Now, angulation is increased by 3 to 5 degrees when you resonate the water. Other than that, the absorption is 3 times better than a normal water what you're going to drink. So that means what happens? You are giving an, just to give you an example, you have a Mercedes Benz which is 1980 model. Huh? Now, those days you were using a normal engine oil which is much more thicker. Now imagine the 2021 you are going to buy a new Mercedes. Now, do you know with the aluminum engine, the your synthetic, fully synthetic oil, when they use that, what happens? You just imagine the two cars. The performance of the today's one is much better because it's slimy. The engine, just little acceleration, your car can move at a very high speed. Now, whereas the other old car, 1980 model, what will happen? It will be still going, but it will take time for it to pick up. In the same way, here, when you're drinking terahertz water, what will happen? The basal metabolic rate is increased. So your cellular function improves. If your cellular function improves, what is the benefit you get? I'll just give you one example. For example, there are 100 cells in your body, and the 100 cells, it needs to function fully optimal. But because we are drinking the water, or the nutrition is less, now these cells, maybe 50% of them are just working casually, and then in a game mode they are all working. Now what are you doing is you are giving them terahertz water. What happened? The terahertz water will go and say, boss, come on, get up, get up, get up. I have come in. I think you need to work. You need to do this. Better take this nutrient and throw these toxic metals out. Everything has to be done. Come on, buck up. Now, the moment terahertz water goes inside your cells, what they will do, they have no choice, They have to start working better. So the moment they start working better, what happens? Last time only 50 people were working, so your glucose level, probably as a diabetic, your glucose level unutilized is in the high in your blood. So now you're drinking terahertz water. The remaining 50 guys who are all relaxing and enjoying the COVID situation, enjoying being at home, what happens? These guys are told, hello boss, now you cannot, even if you're at home, you better work. So the water goes inside, makes them work. Now when they start working, they will utilize the glucose. Of course they need energy, right? When they utilize the glucose, what will happen? Your blood glucose will come down or not? It has to come down. That's it, very simple. Now some people out there, doctor, when I drink terahertz water, my sugar level came down. Yeah, this is what is the mechanism. Did you do anything? No, right? It's your body which is so beautifully manufactured. It does its job so beautiful. It's an amazing. Only thing, you have to visualize your cells, how beautiful they are. If you don't realize, you will never realize how valuable is your body. You have to value your body at cellular level. That is when you know this body you cannot equate with any amount of money in the world. You can have millions in your bank, nothing can change. But if your body, 50 trillion cells, is healthy, optimized with all the nutrition, don't you think you can earn the millions in no time? You can do it. For that you need to work. So now what happened? The absorption of this water is 3 times faster, so the better basal metabolic rate increases. Okay, now other than that, so beautifully, the moment you terahertz or resonate the water, all the molecules stand, guys are standing in one line. When they are standing in one line, what happens? When they have to go inside the cell also, there is no confusion, absolutely no confusion. So one by one they will go inside. Now just imagine the same situation. There is some freebies they are giving. What will happen? Everybody rushes to that particular one door to go inside that particular area. If everybody wants to go inside, nobody can go inside. It will be just only a fight between the people down there, and you cannot go inside. But if the same situation, everybody are made in stand in one line, even if it is 200 people standing in one line, and they have to go inside one by one, things are much more easier. There is no confusion, and within a short period of time, everybody. The same way, if your water clusters are big, numbering are 15 to 20, which is normal, it cannot go inside your cell to hydrate. Whereas here with this terahertz technology, it becomes linear. So it becomes more easy for your cells to go inside and do the job and come out. Other than that, longevity comes if your telomere, or the 10th benefit, telomere is bigger. Now as you grow older, the telomere starts becoming smaller and smaller, and one fine day your cell cannot divide. When your cell cannot divide, that is the end of your life. The cell dies. When every cell in your body starts dying, there is no other way. We also have to book a ticket in the graveyard and then start going there. That is it. There is no choice. And we all human beings, we cannot stay alive in this planet Earth for a very long time. But as long as we live, can we live a healthy life? To reach even 100 years is becoming a big, forget about 100 years, even 50 years we are not able to. Out there, the population, you see, 40 years getting a heart attack, 30 years getting heart attack, 40 years getting cancer, babies getting cancer. The world is full of, I think it's a little scary situation. But for you and me, we are all here. Let's change the situation and move forward and utilize this best opportunity of drinking the terahertz water, and then start getting the benefit. It enhances your energy fields, which Dr. Gunbo has done a great job in showing us the results. Your stress level comes down. Amazing. Just drinking water, your stress level comes down. So why not? So drinking the water, whether you want to test it or not, definitely your energy fields are much better and you will be able to move forward. Now just imagine a mobile phone, it needs to function at a particular frequency. If it is not functioning at a particular frequency, how are you going to work? So that's why, for example, if it is DG has a tower, main tower. From there, they give you a SIM card with a particular number. So when you're switching on the mobile phone, automatically that particular frequency get connected to the DG main tower, and from there the tower makes a situation to relay the whatever to whichever number you are connecting. Now this is how it works. Now when a mobile phone works like that, how about your cells? Now they also have to work at a particular frequency. If they are prepared to be in that frequency, your cells also will work at the same frequency. Now, if you're using a mobile phone so much and you're exposed to the Wi-Fi radiation, outside the telecom radiation and other radiation regularly, now, what your body can do, your cells are working at a low frequency. They are supposed to work at the low frequency. Now, you are using all the high frequency gadgets or high frequency instruments. Now, there is a damage happening onto your cell level. Your cell starts dysfunctioning. Now, when you have a water which with the low frequency resonated water molecule with the linear arrangement, what happens? The frequency is 7.6, so the penetration is so easy that it goes inside and start giving the best benefit for your cell. So, what are the main benefits you get while drinking this water? Number one, it's very easy for absorption. Correct or not? Small molecule, very easy. Now, in the world, there are a lot of nanotechnologies, the peptide technologies. All these are coming in. Why? Because they are making things more easier. But at the same time, let me tell you, those days, what kind of nanotechnology they were talking? They were all eating the same natural food, natural fruits, vegetable, but they were all healthy, isn't it? But today, why we all are going into a easy mechanism? Because the pollution outside is so much, with the pesticides so much. What happens? Your cell is finding it difficult to pick it up. So even the companies out there are looking at how to make things easy. Of course, on one side it's business. On one side, they are making a little easy for you to consume the food. So when it is a nanotechnology, it's easy to absorb. The same way, terahertz resonated water, small molecule, easy to absorb, easy to go inside. So better hydration and better absorption of nutrients. So when you're doing this to your body, there must be some benefit you get, right? Automatically, better healthy cells, better function of cells, better control of diseases, and illness to wellness is the goal, which happens over a period of time. If you have a disease for a very long time, please wait for some time, give an opportunity, let the body respond to it and move forward. Can you see the low frequency oscillation is between zero point 0.5 to 15 hertz, and living cells resonate between zero point 0.3 to 13. Your brain waves resonate between zero point 0.3 to 30 hertz. So whereas your mobile phone is all high frequency, your normal tap water is 120 frequency. Now what happens? You are using something very big molecule. So to go inside, it will be much more difficult for you to absorb and pick up the nutrients. What are the advantages of this resonated, this particular water? There are other, for example, if we can talk about ionized water, which is 9.5 pH. The moment you catch the water from the ionized system, the ORP, if you see, will be minus 200 to minus 300. pH is around 9.5. TDS maybe 50 to 200. Okay, now you want to boil the water. What happens? You just go and boil the water, it loses its number one ORP. Number two, what will happen is even your pH will start coming down, because once you boil, everything starts coming down. Whereas in terahertz resonated water, it can be boiled and you will have the same molecular structure. If your resonated water is at, for example, 8 pH, even after boiling, it will be the same 8 pH. Number one. Number two, once the molecular structure is in a linear pattern, it will be the same. So that is another advantage. And at the end of the day, when it can be boiled, it has put under pressure and it can be exposed to X-rays and radiation. What happens? It still maintains the same. So for those who are, for example, taking for a cancer treatment, they are going for radiation. Now, when you are going for a radiation, definitely there'll be a lot of damages happening to your cells, normal cells and cancer cells. Now, when you are going to consume this terahertz water, what will happen is the benefits will definitely be there in the form of hydration, because it doesn't change the molecular structure. And the advantage is, when you are probably drinking the water and then going to a radiation, your body is filled with this terahertz water and the molecular structure. It will definitely give the good benefits of hydration to your cells. Your cells will be happy, and rejuvenation, recouping will be much better. But if you ask me, doc, do you have any testimonies like that? Frankly, I don't have, because in my clinic I don't see too many cancer patients, so I wouldn't know. But probably in the future there might be doctors out there, there might be people out there who are all on treatment for cancer. They all have to probably give us information which can be utilized. Now, advantages is, it can be kept in a glass container for more than 6 weeks, and it can be reused. And another good news is, you can actually put it in a freezer, maybe a bottle of water, terahertz water, put it in the freezer and it becomes an ice. Okay. Now, once it becomes an ice, and then maybe you take out the bottle after 1 year, and then when you bring it to normal temperature, and then when you probably check the molecular structure of terahertz, whatever you have iced, and then reusing it, it will be the same. Because once you freeze it, the terahertz molecular structure is still maintained. That's a good news. Other than that, we do have Singapore has done, Angie and team have done a great job by getting all the certification about the water quality and all. So fantastic, it's good for us. And you do can store this in mud pots, ceramic, food grade containers. Avoid, what you need to do is avoid keeping it in metal containers for very long. It's just because they think that the molecular structure can be disturbed a little bit. But I would say, if you are having a steel glass and then you're going to drink it immediately, nothing is going to happen. So even I think for 1 to 2 hours, keeping it in a copper container shouldn't be a problem. But even though the water has been put under pressure, X-ray and all, exposing to sunlight with the plastic containers of a low grade probably will disrupt the molecular structure. So what I would advise is, avoid putting it in your car and then, in a hot sun, avoid it. And as far as possible, please drink it as fresh as possible is the best. And do not use big containers and then you start terahertzing, because the waves cannot penetrate very deep. So you might for example, a 5 liter can, you need to terahertz it 2 times at least, then you get the benefit. Ideally, the jug what the company gives is the best. And do not expose your skin directly with the terahertz in the what is that, in the enthusiasm of healing some wound and all. Do not expose your this one to it, because we do not have any clinical evidences when can we use this device to the body directly. So there are methods of checking your hydration regularly, where we have fantastic teamwork of doctors, which all started with Mr. Eddie and team. And I think today he has given a lot of opportunity for other people to get trained, and then to give information on this particular methodology of seeing your blood cells. Thank you very much, Eddie and team. You are all doing a great job. I'm happy and wish to learn more from you all. So you all can do the live blood cells. So who all want to recommend the terahertz water, you just ask your people to come and get your live blood examination and check your clumping of cells. And once you drink the water, you will be able to see all separate. So it's a beautiful visual evidences which makes things much more easy. So what I want to give you a final message is, taking home message is, balance is the key, moderation, and you need to collect information. So the road to health depends on your discipline, and the 9 different features which I told you is very important. So what are the tips? Water, to resonate the water, it must be pre-filtered before resonating. Very important. And if you have a reverse osmosis filtration system, beautiful, no issues. Just add little bit of minerals into it and resonate it, is fantastic. But if you have a ionized system already existing, no worries. Use a 8 to 8.5 pH is fantastic for you to resonate. Other than that, if you're confident that your filtration system both inside and outside is good, you're confident now, then automatically please resonate it. And if at all you're collecting water from the river or from the waterfalls, direct natural water, please see to that it can be resonated. Now suddenly I'm getting this particular information in my mind. We do have hot springs, right? I think on the way to Rawang. So any of you are there, if possible you can collect the water. And what I would ask you is, please collect the water and you resonate the water and then start using it over the body, because it contains a lot of sulfur and has a fantastic healing properties. And maybe you should resonate. So out there people, please do give it a try and then give us an information on, after terahertzing the spray, our hot spring water, what are the benefits you do get. This is information I am getting right now, I'm just sharing with you. And if you're going to resonate a bottled water like in 99 market or 7-Eleven, you get, it's from a reputed company, just go ahead and resonate it. Do not resonate water directly from the tap, especially even if you have a filtration system which are of a lower quality. You just be a little careful. And if you do not know the source, especially for out there in business, they want to resonate, people will bring their own water and you have to just resonate. Just be careful, let them know that they have to take the responsibility that the water is clean from potable water, which I give you all the instruction. Contaminated water with bacteria, virus and fungus, of course you cannot. And boiled water from tap also cannot, because tap water contains a lot of sediments. So when you terahertz, it becomes much more finer and then things can go wrong. So just be careful in that. Now who can drink water? Of course everybody can drink, every human being and animals on this planet Earth. That's what God created water for. Now terahertz water also can be taken by every human being, but we do have a little bit of uh, clues and clause for the situation, just because terahertz water is a water which we have created, human beings have created a situation, we resonate it. It's not a natural water. That is when, if you have multiple complicated diseases, just be a little careful, start with low amount of water and then increase it, see how your body responds. See, at the end of the day you all have to give it a try and see how you can improve. Give it see, by drinking water, have you seen anybody dying? No, nobody will die just by drinking water. But by drinking this water, if you already have a complicated disease, it can show up as though something really cropping up. But in reality, if you can reduce the amount of water you're drinking, or maybe you just stop the water drinking for a few days. If you feel that there is some uneasiness in you, just stop the water, mix it up with normal water and then start drinking. Let the body feel that you are trying to help the body. So you need to affirm yourself. See, this is very important. What's your goal? Your goal is you want to become healthy. But most of the human beings out there, what we want the disease to be cured. This is what you want, right? But if you want the disease to be cured, your body is telling you what you made to happen to create the disease. You need to redo and unopen it, go back. Now can you remember what all you did the wrong things to create the disease? You don't know. So now what you want to drink water and then the disease has to be cured. It won't happen that way. So please, you have to go back step by step, start working and then change. And please allow your body to adjust to the water. And maybe some people, of course, you may not be able to drink the water, I wouldn't know, but there can be a situation where they drink and there is a little issue. So just stop it, retry it, and then it's all you have to give it a try. And special caution, of course, with cardiac kidney conditions, you all have to be a little more careful. And out there, if the doctors have all the information about the water, and your doctor understands the water concept, how it works, and then you tell him that you're drinking this water, definitely he will guide you. But if the doctor does not, your medical consultant does not know about the water or the properties or the information out there about the water, the first thing he will tell you is stop drinking the water, because your problem is getting aggravated, so do not drink the water. This is what he will definitely tell you. But what I would recommend to you is, if at all you want to give it a try with smaller amount. Nothing is going to happen. If you're drinking 500 ml of water, half 250 ml of terahertz, mix it up, drink it up. Nothing will happen. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, slowly drink and change. Things will be much better. And especially children about 12 years, just be a little more I wouldn't say cautious, I would say you do can give it to your children, but start with the lower and just see to that you supply support their body with the required nutrients, micronutrients, very very important, right? And babies, of course, when you can bathe them with the Sterhouse water will be amazing. They'll be very nice, they'll be very active. Already the babies are active, but the Sterhouse water can give a lot of positive energy. So you do can look into it. So take charge, and responsibility has to be from your side. Anything to do in moderation is good for you. In the pursuit of cure, do not start collecting information from the Google and WhatsApp universities and start finding. Don't get confused. Definitely there are a lot of information out there. Even terahertz, there are thousands of, there are lots of video there. Now do not go and read everything, collect everything, and finally get confused what to do. You also don't know. So look for what you want. This is where I always repeat, look, what do you want? You want a healing process for your body, for a specific situation. It can be overweight, it can be diabetes. You need to look at that particular thing and ask for the universe help to automatically guide you. I just gave you the Honda City example. The moment you go by on the road, you will see only that. So in the same way, the moment you have started healing, you will start getting all the information from your friends and relatives or the people around you. What takes you to the path of good health will happen. So do look at healing solution with the body, mind, and soul holistically, and do get connected with the right souls. Very important. If you vibrate at good frequency, you will always automatically get connected to the right frequency souls out there, and they will give you all the beautiful things in life and exchange. And there shouldn't be any blaming game in our life, because of course the person would give you that particular situation of sharing of that information. Now you need to go and check out everything, what is the goodness of that particular product, and then finally give it a try. Because most of us, what we do is, we, the moment someone comes and tells, we pick up the product, then we consume it, and then some problem happens, we blame the person, we blame the company, that they are the reason for my problem. No. If at all you have a problem and there is a situation, it is you who are a problem, not the outside one. So look at to yourself before you even venture out. And worse come worse, if you are not interested in that particular product, don't take the product. Who is asking you to come and take the product? Nobody is begging you to take the product. What you need to understand it, it's a sharing. So you be smart. I want you to be smart. Pick all the information, collect all the information, do all the basic groundwork before you venture into the product to be consumed. And then look at all the goodness which is available. The company would have given it to you. Maybe you talk to the company directly. So what if, maybe if I'm going to recommend you particular product, what you need to do is get in touch with the company and find out, is the company really there. There are a lot of good things available. With just a phone call you can get all the information and start working on it. So once again, finally, of course, I close down by letting you know that water, we are not talking about healing of the curing of diseases, because we do not have any clinical data for us to claim that this can be done, this can be done. But in the future, definitely we will have all the evidences by drinking the water, what are the good benefits we have found, and we just want to share it to the world. That's what will happen in the future. So until we meet again, every one of you out there, become like a baby, be innocent. And can you see the baby's hand? There's a pearl in the hand. Now what does it indicate is, you are a pearl in this universe. God created you like a pearl. Be like a pearl in this universe and have all the properties of healing, and you have all the eligibility to enjoy every moment of life on the planet earth. You are eligible for it. And we all as a team, we are all here. So it's I should be saying a million thanks to every one of you down there who are so keen in coming and listening to me. Thank you very much. And imagine today there are around 125 souls down there. It's amazing. But thank you very much, and bless you all in abundance. And until I come back the next week, have a safe journey. Be free from all the unwanted confusion. Be healthy, stay healthy. And if opportunity is there for you to learn some more, pick up more information as you're walking through in the until the next week. Until I come back, thank you very much, and have a fantastic weekend. Thank